Hi guys! Okay, I'm back. And I'm going to do the tutorial today that I was supposed to do last night. My computer has like shit for brains or something. So anyway, I'm going to get to the tutorial. And the products that I'll be using today, well, I'll just name them as I go along. So, I've already done my foundation. I used the Sheer Cover Mineral Foundation. It actually doesn't look too bad. I don't see that like sparkly thing that I got when I used Bare Minerals. And look guys, I'm learning how to do my eyebrows. I actually did my eyebrows before I did my foundation, and you know what, doing it that way makes them look a lot more natural. So on with the makeup. So I'm going to start by putting on a primer. I'm using Bare Canvas. And you just want to apply that from your lash line to your brow. And the way I do mine, I never put it on in one even layer. I put more on here. And like you see when I open my eyes, that's where it creases at. So I pack it on right there so that once I do my shadow and I open my eyes, my shadow won't crease. And then I blend it out. So it starts to get thin up here, but it's concentrated down here. Now, once you've done your bare canvas, you want to put on your background color. And like, okay, I call it a background color because I think of it, if you think of your eye as a canvas that you're painting a picture on. When you start with that blank canvas, you don't just start painting your masterpiece on it. You prep the canvas by, you know, putting like the background color on it. Now this is a color, it might not necessarily show through in final, you know, product, but it's without it, it would totally throw everything off. So as my background color, I'm using Cranberry from MAC. And I'm using my blending brush. I love this brush, it's one of my favorites. And I'm going right here above my crease. And I'm just going to put it in like that. When I load my brush, I put it right here because this is where the color is going to be the most concentrated. And then I blend out. I don't take this particular color too far inside because I want it to disappear a little. And then you just want to blend it out. Notice that I'm not touching this spot anymore because I want that color to stay really well, but I'm blending around it. Your color like that. Now I also didn't explain this, but I use my blending brush to put that color on because my shadow brush is a lot denser. It's supposed to pick up the color and really put it on. Whereas a blending brush, the bristles are longer, they're not so densely packed, won't pick up that much color. So now the brush that I'm going to use comes with the Hip Pigments. I love these brushes. It's domed, whereas this is like a deerfoot brush. You see that? How it slants like that? Versus this is domed. These bristles are shorter also, so you can really pick up that color and pack it on. And these bristles are also a lot stiffer. So, all to aid in picking up color. Now, what I'm going to do is, now this is where I get experimental. Like I said, I pick my colors out at random. Although, just for the sake of going along with the review that I did last night, I did know that I was using these two colors, Marine and Iris from Ulta. I didn't really know how I would arrange it. I knew that I wanted to use Cranberry because I don't really use Cranberry that often. And that's my process when I do makeup. I look at my makeup case and say, what color haven't I used that often? Narrow that down. And then I just close my eyes and pick at random. I always laugh when people tell me that I have a really good eye for color combination because it's just really random. So now I'm going to apply Marine So, you see I'm putting most of my color right here. I start applying in the middle because for some reason that's like the focus of my eye.
Now look up.
And then I want to bring it in to right to the inside of your pupil. Is that what the black part is called? But not all the way in, because I'm going to put another color right there. After I put it on dry, I went back over it and put it on wet. Now I want to point something out. A lot of people start with their eyes first and then do their foundation because they're afraid of fallout. But fallout is avoidable when you only pick up enough product that you need. You only get fallout when you overload your brush. So you want to pick it up and either use a paper towel to pat off the excess or continue to tap it until no more comes off. As you can see, I don't have any fallout. And that's why. It's called Sun Yellow. I really love this color. It's shimmery. It's almost like the same color as Chrome Yellow. I'm going to apply it here to the inner. You want to load it. Top off all the excess. Stipple. Okay? Then you want to wet your brush, not soaking wet, but you want a damp brush, and put your color right at the very tip. You see how I got that? Go back over it. Brick or a brick-like color. It's a brown. You want to take that and you want to mix it with dark gray or a soft black. And what we're doing now is adding a little depth to our crease. And apply that to your crease in your outer corner. Now I'm going to use my shadow brush with my brick. And you see I'm going to apply that. It kind of overlaps right at the edge, but it doesn't touch down here. I'm only going to apply that to the outer perimeter. And it doesn't go all the way up to where I blended out my cranberry either, if that makes any sense. What I've done already to my other eye. Remember I told you I've never used purple as a highlight. This is actually kind of a lavender, I guess. I'm using that Iris mineral pigment. And I said that the rest of this look is totally experimental. I mean, I'm surprised that it's coming out so well, but you know, when it comes to makeup, all colors match. That's my theory. I don't really follow any rules. So now I got it wet right at the tip of my brush, and I'm putting it right under my brow. I hope you can see me. I'm not really blending per se, because I actually want this to pop. You really want your eyebrows to stand out? Go over the top of your brow, right at the edge, with that gold color, or whatever color you choose to use. It'll really make them stand out. Now for my bottom lid, what I've done is mixed a little bit of marine with a little bit of that dark gray with a little bit of brick. Putting it on my lower lid. I never put this color all the way to the end color. My secret to blending, I never really touch my colors together. I always leave a little bit of space in between, so when you blend them, the colors will come together and fill the gap. You heard it here first, folks. Like I said, I'm running out of time. I won't have time to do my lashes because my boyfriend's waiting on me. So I'm going to line my eyes, do my mascara, and I'll see you back with my finished look. And I'll let you know what I use on my lips and stuff, okay? Be right back.